The Crimson Tide is the overall #1 seed in the NCAA men's basketball tournament for the first time in school history. Good evening, I'm Grace Brister. The Tide is set to play the winner of Corpus Christi and Southeast Missouri on Thursday, March 16th at 1:45 p.m. in Birmingham to start their championship run in the NCAA tournament. After closing out Texas A&M today 82-63, Nate Oates says he is proud of his team and he wants Birmingham to be packed full of Alabama fans. However, he says being the #1 seed does not guarantee anything.
Being the #1 overall seed is great. It says what an unbelievable regular season we've had. You still got to go win the games. We've got really, really talented players that are playing well and playing together, and you can kind of see their love for each other. The chemistry's great. Proud of our guys, proud of what we've been able to build here over the 4 years, but we've got a lot of work left in front of us these next 3 weeks.
We got a very, very good group. Everybody, we love each other like a brother. And to go what we've been through, that speaks a lot about the culture that we've built.
Let's get into some highlights from the SEC Tournament Championship. Brandon Miller intercepts the ball from the Aggies, finding Charles Bediako in the lane, and he gets the dunk for Alabama. Javon Quinterly finds Miller across the court, and he gets the three. Miller had 23 points in this game. With 1:40 to go, Jaden Bradley gets it to Noah Clowney, and he gets the dunk for Alabama. Alabama wins 82-63, becoming the 2023 SEC Tournament champions. And this was earlier tonight in Tuscaloosa, the Alabama women's basketball selection show. This is the second time in 3 years that the Tide is NCAA tournament bound. Alabama is the #1 seed, and they will face the #7 seed Baylor in Storrs, Connecticut on Saturday. Yesterday, Alabama women's wheelchair basketball faced University of Texas Arlington and won 88-41 to take its 4th straight national championship. Lindsey Zerbrug was the MVP, and she scored 15 points in the game. This was her first MVP award, but she says that what made her most happy about the day was seeing the excitement on her teammates' faces.
This was absolutely amazing. So this was like my last minutes I'm ever playing in college, and to be able to go out with a W, absolutely incredible feeling. Probably my favorite part about it is getting our freshmen a ring. Like, they don't have a ring yet, and seeing the enjoyment on their faces and just the enjoyment of going through the whole process, like share skills and shooting and practice 5 days a week, and then all the extra stuff, and to see their faces all say it's worth it, that kind of just made it a perfect moment for me.
Alabama baseball faced Columbia yesterday in a doubleheader, and after a tough loss Friday to the Lions, losing 10-7, the Tide came back in its first game, winning 6-2, but fell in the second game, losing 15-3. The Tide will be back in action Tuesday, March 14th at 6:30 p.m. to face South Alabama in Mobile. Alabama head coach Brad Bohannon says he credits Columbia for their win, and the Tide will have to get back on track next week.
Really thought they did a great job of doing what we did the first 14 games. They were the aggressor. They were getting leadoff guys on base. They were fouling off tough pitches. They were active on the bases and making good decisions. And, deep in the count, were putting good swings on us. And, they just took it to us tonight.
Alabama softball had a back-and-forth battle against Wisconsin to wrap up the Bevo Classic in Austin. After 5 lead changes in the last few innings, Wisconsin came out on top, beating the Tide 7-6. Alabama went 1 for 3 in the tournament, and they will now sit at a 20-6 overall record. Alabama will face North Alabama in Florence on Tuesday. The PGA Players Championship wrapped up today in Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida. In the final round, Scotty Scheffler sinks a 21-foot putt to make par, finishing 17 under, claiming his 2nd win of the season and 6th PGA Tour victory of his career. Scheffler now sits at #1 overall. Turning now to NASCAR, William Byron wins the United Rentals Work 500 out in Phoenix. With 2 laps to go, Byron passes Kyle Larson on the outside to take the lead. On the final lap, Byron wins, and some are calling him back-to-back Byron because this is his 2nd victory in a row after getting his first victory of the year last week at Las Vegas Superspeedway in the Pennzoil 400. That's a look at sports. WVUA 23 News at 10. We'll be right back.